My name is Robert. The camera person is Dottie. Dottie and I are going to show you a few household tips. First, I want to mention items that I have several of throughout the house. One of them is night lights. I have night lights all over the house, and I leave them on 24/7. I figure that they cost me maybe $2 a month. So to me it's worth it, because when I get up in the middle of the night, I like having lights in the house. Another item is I have magnifiers here and there, and sometimes I use magnifying eyeglasses. These I bought at the dollar store for $1. And third of the multiple items is flashlights. I have flashlights in the bathrooms, in the bedrooms, all over the house. So those are worth having multiples of. This is a little pitcher, so I know how much water to put in it for the oatmeal and for the beverage. And I put this into the microwave. This is a container for used paper towels. If the paper towels are lightly used, you can put them in here, and then when there's a spot on the floor, you can use the paper towel from here and then throw it out. I took this out of a drawer. I made it out of a gallon jug, and you have to measure the depth of the drawer and then draw a line all the way around so that you have a guide for your scissors. So I've got all kinds of stuff in there. This is the pan that I use for my boiled egg. First thing when I come into the kitchen in the morning is to fill this with water, hot water, and put it on the burner. And then once it's boiling, then I put in an egg. The egg has to be pricked. I have this pricker here. So the egg has to be pricked at the blunt end so it won't break. This is balsamic vinegar, which tastes good with an avocado. When Postum stopped being manufactured, I had to look for an alternative. So this one is good, Inca. And I use a teaspoonful of it and add cream mora and sugar and nutmeg, and stir it up and add some milk and water. This is a potato, a baking potato. Actually, it's a white potato, which I put into a big cup and add ½ inch of water and cover it, and I put it in the microwave for 11 minutes. This is the lid for this pan that I cut out of a pie plate. When you've eaten your grapefruit and you have the rind left, if you take the rind and face up and cut it across into halves, then you can put the rind down the disposal. This is bread from the freezer, and I just take one slice out, put it in the toaster, and it's fine directly out of the freezer. This is a knife block, and I have a letter opener here that I use when I bring in the mail, and a grapefruit knife, and scissors, and this block came with knives, but they weren't good enough, so I threw them out, and now I have 2 good knives. These are all steak knives from Amazon, and I have about 7 or 8 more of those in a drawer. This is Lubriderm. I have it in each bathroom, and also there's one on top of each toilet tank. The sink, occasionally you want to use a cleanser. This is very good for stainless steel, our keeper's friend. And you can clean the sink with that. And then when you're ready to leave the kitchen, if you want a shiny sink, you have to take a towel and dry it. I have the hand towels over the sink. If the hand towels are over here, you're sure to get wet hands dripping water onto the floor. And that's not good, because when there's water on the floor, you're going to get your shoes into it, and you're going to track dirt around the kitchen floor. So it's important to have the sink and the towels on the same side of the kitchen. These are little towels that came from hardware store. This is frozen milk. I have usually 2 or 3 cartons in the freezer. You have to pour off an inch or 2 at the top before you close the cap. Otherwise, when the milk expands, it can burst. If you've used a pan and you want to clean it out, you can take vinegar and water mix and spray it inside the pan and clean it out with a paper towel. This paper towel dispenser is from Kmart, and in order to use a paper towel, you can free up a towel and tear it off with one hand, so you don't have to hold back the roll with the other hand. Okay, that's it.